A cradle of history and ancestry, Kupe Manenguba County, named after the towering Mount Kupe and Mount Manenguba, stands as one of the largest and most historically significant counties in Ambazonia. Created in 1993, with its three local government areas, Bangem, Nguti, and Tombel, these vast landmass of nearly 3,950 square kilometers borders Manu, Lebialem, Meme, Ndian, and Fako counties. It is home to 189 villages and almost 200,000 people whose roots are bound by shared ancestry, language, and faith in the land. Now, Kupe Manenguba is not just a county. It is a chronicle carved by time, faith, and resistance. Its name echoes through Ambazonia's oral histories as a sacred territory of balance between nature and spirit, past and present, endurance, and rebirth. The people here trace their origins to a royal ancestry. Legends tells of King Ungo and his queen, Sumediang, whose 7 sons founded the great tribes of the land. Warned by a supernatural being of a coming flood, they built an ark that preserved their lineage and the land's soul. This sacred tale mirrors the enduring resilience of Ambazonians today. Forewarned, fortified, and faithful to survive amidst the storm of colonization and war. Kupe Manenguba's rolling hills, twin crater lakes, and tropical forests are not just natural wonders, they are living symbols of a people's unity with their creator, their ancestors, and their struggle for self-determination. Manenguba's anthropological richness lies in Bakosi people, guardians of a civilization that has survived centuries of transformation. Deep within the equatorial belt of Central Africa, their communities flourished in harmony with the land, from stone tools and Neolithic pottery to the intricate clan systems of today. The Bakosi heritage tells of evolution guided by both nature and wisdom. Their social structure, built around clans, ruled by fawns, fosters justice, cohesion, and continuity. Spirituality is also central to their identity, with reverence for ancestors and natural forces shaping every rhythm of life. Rituals, ceremonies, and festivals preserve the spiritual essence of their forebears, while their art, music, and oral traditions serve as living libraries of memory. Colonial rule attempted to distort this natural order, first under German domination, then British trusteeship, and later through annexation by La République du Cameroun. Kupe Manenguba became a site of cultural erasure and economic exploitation. Yet the spirit of its people remained unbroken. Today, as Ambazonia fights for its liberation, Kupe Manenguba stands as both a historical witness and living participant, a symbol of resistance to colonial narratives and of the indomitable human will to preserve identity in the face of oppression. Now, few places on earth mirror the majesty and ecological diversity of Kupe Manenguba. From its emerald forests to its cloud-cloaked peaks, every corner breathes life and mystery. The twin lakes of Manenguba, shimmering side by side on volcanic heights, are among the most enchanting natural wonders in Africa, one believed to be male and the other female. Locals speak for their spiritual energy, a duality that represents balance, just as the Ambazonian nation seeks balance between justice and peace. The Bakosi National Park spreads like a green kingdom of life, harboring chimpanzees, elephants, monkeys, and more than 1,000 species of birds. These forests, once sacred communal reserves, are now under threat from the very colonial forestry laws that forbid indigenous people accessing their ancestral lands. Now, the Mbororo communities who have lived in this region for over 75 years sustain their livelihood through cattle breeding around these highlands. The resilience, like that of the Bakosi people, reflect the interdependentness of Ambazonia's people, each thread woven into the fabric of survival and stewardship. Waterfalls like Ekomkam, crater lakes like the Barumbi Mbo, and sacred villages scattered across Bangem, Nguti, and Tombel form a panorama of unspoiled beauty. Kupe Manenguba is not just a county, it is a living museum of nature, culture, and faith. Kupe Manenguba and the Ambazonian spirit of liberation can be seen in the tapestry of Ambazonia's liberation struggle. Kupe Manenguba occupies a sacred place. Its mountains, once witnesses to ancestral gatherings, have become silent sentinels watching over a new generation, rising to reclaim their destiny. From the resistance of her farmers against exploitation to the defiance of her youths against assimilation, Kupe Manenguba has stood as a reminder that freedom is not a gift, it is a birthright, and the people of this land, with their deep connection to soil and spirit, have preserved not only their history but also the moral compass of a nation, seeking redemption from decades of colonial deceit. Well, as we gather these stories not as mere documentation, but as restoration of truth, of identity, and of the dignity once stolen by annexationist lies, for posterity, Kupe Manenguba is not merely a county on the Amazonian map. It is a heartbeat of the nation's soul, a reminder that no matter how deep the flood of oppression, the ark of Ambazonia's ancestors still sails above the waters. In every rock of Mount Kupe, every pool on the Twin Lakes, and every song sung by the Bakosi drums, the message is clear. Ambazonia lives because her mountains still stand.